All right, we are back on. This is very exciting. I'm happy to have you on board. We have a great show tonight. We have Name the Baseball Player expert level. So I'm looking forward to everyone trying to guess who this person is right above me. Um, so we are live. I'm just putting out some messages here. And we will go from this player to the next player once we start getting some guesses. And I clarify that you all can see this player. Otherwise, we are totally kind of screwed for the night. All right. Does any Nathaniel got it. Kode Senga. Yes, sir. Kode. Next. Who is this? Hey, Footballer Nick's here, everybody. Footballer Nick, it's Name the Baseball Player expert level, if you will. It's sort of the lesser known or not as household name. Hey, Eitan's here. Hey, it's Reynolds. He got it. Brian Reynolds. Next. Who's this guy? Lefty. Big Lefty. Footballer Nick says, I have no clue. All right. I don't know if you meant the person before this or the current person, but these are a little bit tougher, and I'll do this with other sports, obviously. But any idea on this pitcher? Me either. Okay, we're okay. He is uh all of them. Ooh, footballer Nick. Okay, not as easy. I tried to make it a little tougher. Obviously, this guy's a Cub. He's a starting pitcher. Um, his last name. Wait, nope. You guys can see the player, right? Okay, he's a lefty starting pitcher with the Cubs. His last name could mean something used to build buildings or something you do that'll get you in jail. That's my hint on his last name. It's not spelled like that per se, but his last name is either something you make buildings out of or something that will get you arrested or something that's illegal to do. Think about it. And the answer is not Brick. His last name is not Brick. It's something else. It's something you make buildings with. Justin Steele. Christina, good with the puzzle. All right. Next player. I think you guys will get this guy. He's a little more famous. Any ideas? Good job, Christina. We got no other guess. We had Steele, and then you put Steele. His name is actually Steele, but I thought that would be a good one. Okay, you guys can see the screen, I'm hoping, because I'm not getting any feedback on that. Correa, Aton, got it. Good job, Aton. Let me put you up there. All right, next player. Are we going to have a problem with pitchers tonight? This guy's last name, I swear every time I read it, well, Nathaniel knows, and probably footballer Nick knows. You can see the screen. Okay, good. This pitcher, oh, well, geez. Okay, never mind. Yep, Lizardo. Every time I read that, though, Aton, I want to say Lizardo. So it looks like lizard to me every time. All right. This is someone who's actually having a decent season with the Cardinals, but he's a journeyman. Do. He's like their ace. And this guy's not an ace. He's like maybe a number 3, possibly a number 2 on a not so great team, but he's not an ace. Yes, that was. Yes, thank you, Justin Steele, for Nathaniel for waking up. That was Justin Steele. You're like a day late and a dollar short. It is Sonny Gray, although it's a great name, Sonny Gray. Great name. All right, next. Ooh, who is this one? I think I'm going to get you guys on this one. I'm going to get somebody on this one. Nathaniel, Sonny Gray. Yeah, Nathaniel, good job. Who do we have here? This is a Detroit Tiger, although you can read that on his jersey. So who is it? Riley Green. Way to go, Aton. Aton's a big baseball fan. All right, this one I think you will get. Although he's not in uniform, but you can look closely and figure out what team he's on. I notice footballer Nick has drifted away a little bit. I don't know if this is in his sweet spot, but if you have any guesses, if you're still around, footballer Nick, let us know. Who is this hitting in the cages? Not the easiest of pictures because he doesn't have his jersey on, but he is with the Giants. I'll just say that. Save you the trouble of enlarging the photo. He's a third baseman. Third base. It is not. Wait, what? It's not Kerry Carpenter. It's Matt Chapman. Hello. All right. Next. Oop, who do we have here? They played the Cardinals today, the Padres. The Padres. You know what? I didn't check the box scores. It was a day game. It was about 120. Well, it was probably 100 degrees for the game. Hey, Caden's here. Caden Feller. I'm assuming the G is silent. I could be wrong. Let me know. Glad to have you on board. If you like what you're seeing, please get us a like and hit subscribe. It is Hey Song Kim. Good job. Ha Song Kim. All right. This next guy has actually moved positions recently. I don't know if you guys caught that. He was a shortstop, and now he's, I think, playing center field. And Nathaniel, one of our favorites around here, says, Caden, hello, let's go. And he gives you a big Caden. All right. Who is this player? He recently went from shortstop, I think, to center field. It is not Cabrian Hayes. It is not. It is not Hayes. It is not Cabrian Hayes. I'm pretty sure he went from shortstop to center field this week. Anybody got a guess? O'Neal Cruz, Nathaniel. Good job. Good job, Nathaniel. Next on the list. Who do we have here? I think you can tell what team he's on. And Caden, if you have any guesses, this is a little bit harder than normal. Okay, because usually I make these, I put Aaron Judge in and I put Bryce Harper and everybody gets it in 10 seconds. It was O'Neal Cruz. Yes, Andres Jimenez. Good job, Aton. He knows his baseball. All right, who is this? From the Brewers. And he has a relatively simple name. It is not Stephen Kwan. It is not. We haven't had Stephen Kwan, and it is not Stephen Kwan. So, Nathaniel, take another guess. This guy's last name, I'm trying to think. Almost sounds like Adidas. Almost. Willy Adames. Yes, Adames. Willy Adames. Yo. All right, good job. Aton, he is in fuego. Who do we have here? This is a name. Nathaniel, don't give me any hints. I've been practicing all day to say this one correctly because normally I butcher his last name. Come on, you got to know this one. Because Nathaniel, you have to know this one because you always tell me how to pronounce it. Emmanuel Clase. Clase. I usually say Clase, and Nathaniel corrects me. So, but I remembered this one, Clase. And remember, I usually read names. I don't always hear them. That's why I'm not good at this. All right, next. I didn't know that Aton was such a master in baseball. Who do we have here? I'm not going to give you any hints right away. It's a great ad, though, for Waste Management, isn't it? I mean, you can see the WM pretty clear, although it is supposed to be not focused. Yes, man, Aton. It is Jeremy Pena. Can't get anything by him. He's keeping it real. All right. Daniel Berry has 6,000 subs. Wow. Pena I don't know who Daniel Berry is, though. Should I? I should probably know who it is, but I can't keep track of everybody. Varsh. Oh, yes. It is Josh Young. I looked it up, and it's Young, like the psychologist, right? All right. This one's kind of easy. I'll admit it. Oh, he just joined the live. All right. Who? Daniel Berry just joined the live. All right, Daniel, glad to have you on board. I didn't see you get in there. Glad to have you on board. This is awesome. What we're doing right now, if you're new, we are just guessing who the player is, putting it in the chat. It is Kyle Schwarber, Schwarberbomb. That's a player I thought the Cardinals should have picked up years ago, but they did not. Good guess on everybody. All right. Next player. Good catch, Nathaniel. I did not see that. All right. I have a feeling New Yorkers know all these guys, but I could be wrong. All right. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights was with us, or he might still be there. Glad to have him on board. Yes, Nimmo. I figured New York folks would get this one. All right. This might be a little trickier. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Yeah, okay. You know, I don't know where this person came from. Hold on one second. Yeah, this is the wrong player. I don't know how this player got in there. Yeah, I think it is Corey Seager. This is wild, wacky stuff. All right, I'm just gonna tell you it's Corey Seager, and we're gonna go to the next player here. I don't know how that player got in here. Oh no. My bad. I get it. That wasn't Corey Seager. That was Evan Carter. Evan Carter with Texas Rangers. Okay. This is the next player, though. We're all square. We all got this taken care of. Yeah, it's Evan Carter. I got it. It's my mismanagement. I need a third screen now. It's crazy. Yes, Gabby Moreno by Nathaniel. Good job. All right. Next one, I have a feeling Nathaniel's going to get. He is no longer a Miami Marlin. He's a Yankee, but I think he might be injured. I think so. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Nathaniel. I like the guy's first name. He also owns a basketball team in Utah. Jazz, let's go. It is Jazz Chisholm. Is he injured? He's injured, right? Still? Yes, Nathaniel, Jazz. Right? Who's this? It's funny. This guy's last name, there's a famous sausage company that in St. Louis that almost has the same last name as this guy, and it's pronounced a little different. So, all right. It's Volpe. Yes, it's Volpe. In St. Louis, the E is an I, and it's Volpe sausage, but Anthony Volpe. All right, let's see who is next. Now, this guy had a breakout season, like 8 seasons ago, and he's kind of been quiet since. You actually pronounced the P? So, wait, for the Yankee guy, you pronounced Volpe? You pronounced the E, Nathaniel? I mean, that's what I was going to say. No, I'm right. It is Volpe. Okay. Yes, that is Christian Yelich. Good job. This is much easier than I thought it would be, guys. I'm sorry. This guy is named, the sausage company is correct. Yes. This guy is named for a small town or for a town in North Carolina. Yes, Yelich was correct. Now we have a catch-all. Wow. I did not realize you guys would know these guys so much. I got to dig even deeper now. Wow. You guys can see it. Any guesses? Yes, the sausage company was correct. Yes, gotcha. All right. Yes, Cal Raleigh, Raleigh, North Carolina. Wow, you guys are way better than I thought. All right. This guy sounds like a investment banking company or something. Right-hand pitcher. I thought I would stump you guys a little bit more. I thought these 25 questions would take a lot longer. We only have 2 more after this. Oh, you saw him earlier in the season. Nice. You'll send me a voice message. Okay. Any ideas on this pitcher, guys? Are we stumped? Do you want a hint? Nope, Merrill Kelly. Nathaniel got it. Good job. Have we lost Aton? I know he was traveling. All right, next. For whatever reason, whenever I read this guy's name, I always think of a basketball player. I always, you saw him pitch last season. Very nice. Devin Williams. I always get that name confused with Devin Booker. So, all right, last one. You guys are way better. I think this is kind of an easy one. Kind of an odd jersey. I think it's one of those City jerseys, City Connect jerseys. He has not been quite the player he was a couple of years ago, but he plays for the Dodgers. That's a good thing on the West Coast anyway. Any ideas on who this is? Let's go. Looks like Nathaniel is here. Aton, I think, has gone silent, which is fine. So Nathaniel or Christina or anybody who just joined the chat, do you have an idea who this pitcher is? And if you like what you saw tonight, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We do baseball, we talk basketball. We're going to talk a lot of football probably because the season's coming up. Our next, it is, let's go, Walker Buehler. Yes, sir, Nathaniel. All right, everybody. Well, I just had 25 because I thought these would take a little bit longer. Next time I'm going to have to get like 70. Maybe we can at least get 30 minutes with 70 players. So let me check this out. Smash that like button, everybody. Nathaniel's 100% right. All right, here's the situation. Sunday at 7:30 Eastern, we are having a live stream where we will be selecting our fantasy football teams for the Sideline Fans Fantasy Football League. Probably redundant. I probably didn't have to say fantasy football 12 times just now. But our next live stream is this Sunday at 7:30 Eastern, where we will be drafting our teams for the Sideline Fans Fantasy Football League. All right. You know what? I can go into now. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I will let's talk one of Nathaniel's favorite things and just go into we'll go into, and let me make this bigger with all these silly screens I have. Everything gets real small. All right. Let's talk playoffs. Everyone's kind of separating. You better have gotten the Stan Musial card. I can't wait. Do you think the Cardinals will give us the lineup card? I think the Cardinals will give you the lineup card. They need as many fans as they can get, so they're going to be nice to everybody. I've not gotten the Stan Musial card yet, but I will, and I'll show it to you. Let's go over, Nathaniel, something you love. the MLB standings and talk a little bit about playoffs. All right. Now, can I see the chat from here? Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh, that's what I need to do. Okay, I'm going to put this over there. Oh boy. Hold on one second. I'm just moving my screens around real quick. The card. I know, Nathaniel. Yes, I will get the card and I will show it to everyone. I promise. All right. The Yankees and the Orioles. Let's see. Wait. All right. We're going to present, if I can get to it finally. All right. Now, as you can see, the Yankees and Orioles are still hanging on to those 1-2 spots. It's anybody's ball game. It's one game. Let's face it. The Yankees have been clinging to like a game, a half game here and there. So right now, I think the Yankees have a little bit more momentum, but let's see. We have, what did I do? I did the math, and there's 28 games remaining. So it's really anybody's ball game. It's not close enough. And then you look at the Central, the AL Central. Let me make this bigger. The AL Central, that has now turned into a race where I thought Cleveland would run away with it. They have not. So Cleveland and the Royals are pretty close. All right. Nathaniel tells me on the chat that he heard that if the Cardinals win, they draw a big W on the card, the bullpen card, the lineup card, rather. They probably do. They don't get a lot of those anymore. They don't get a lot of W's, that is. But really, right now, that's another dogfight. That's a one game. Minnesota looks like it'll capture a wild card. Baltimore or the Yankees, whoever comes in second in the East, will probably capture a wild card. And then whoever actually comes in second in the Central will probably get the third wild card. Houston has opened up their lead. Seattle fired their coach, late last week. So they weren't having a bad season. I guess it just wasn't enough for ownership. I wish ownership in St. Louis had a little bit more of the courage like Seattle did. Philadelphia still clings to a really nice lead. So I'm going to give them the East, the NL East. I'm going to give Milwaukee, who's running away with it, the NL Central. And I'm going to give it to the Dodgers in the West, although Arizona and San Diego have been playing decent ball, and they're just 3.5, 4.5 games out, so there's still some movement that can be made there. Not a lot. Let's go to the wild card, where there are some races here, or the races are getting wider, rather. That's what I meant. Baltimore, Kansas City will probably make the wild card. The Twins will probably make the wild card. It used to be a little bit closer, but Boston is 3.5 games behind the Twins. So right now, not that I bet, but I would just say all my money's behind the Orioles, Royals, and Twins of making it. Red Sox have an outside chance, but they really need to start winning more games. The Twins haven't been playing well. They've lost 4 in a row. So they need to do a little bit better job on that. My Cardinals, I don't think there's any chance. Arizona, San Diego, Atlanta, and then New York is 3 games back. New York could probably get it. I don't think the Cubs and the Cardinals make the playoffs this year, although they're playing a little bit better. The Cubs have won 3 in a row. The Cardinals have won 2 in a row. The Padres have lost 2 in a row. Let's see about the Wild, the AL. Like I said, the Twins have lost 4 in a row. So that's, a lot of backpedaling, but you got to figure that that's going to come back around for everybody. So if I was to say, who would make the NL wild card, I would say it's Arizona, San Diego, and the Braves. The Mets could squeak in there. I don't think the Cubs and the Cardinals make it. Let's go back to the AL. I think it's Orioles or the Yankees. I think it's the Royals or the Guardians, whoever comes in second in those two divisions. Then I do think it's Minnesota. And, Minnesota, Seattle, or Boston, Seattle might have a chance, but 3.5 and 4.5 games with only about 28 to play, it's, you'd have to go 18 and 10 ish to probably even get close to if you're 3.5 games out. 18 and 10, you might have to go 19 and 9. Do these teams really have that kind of run in them at this point? So I don't know. Anyway, that is, I think Philly will run away with it as well. The Cardinals, I don't think have much of a chance. They're too many games out. But Philly has a good chance, although I do believe that some of their pitching has not been strong lately, and they need to kind of reinvigorate themselves, or get a second wind, or whatever you want to call it, because they're not playing as strongly as they did earlier in the season. So we will see about that. But all right. So our next show, I like the expert level too. I didn't know you guys would be so good though. Our next show is Friday. Our next show is Sunday at 7:30 Eastern. We'll be doing a live stream of our fantasy football sideline fans draft. So you can give us hints. You can tell us that was a good pick. You can tell us that was a bad pick, whatever it might be. So we look forward to seeing you again on Sunday. Until then, have a great time. Have a great weekend, and talk to you all later. Thanks a lot.